Unuche, uduleze, maman, wa. Unuche, Ebem Kanu wa. Unuche, ndị fọma dị mma, Kanu wa. Unabapeta sile ne kana. In all humility, I am His Royal Highness Ezie Ukoha Kalu Ukoha, JP. I am the one of Ebem Autonomous Community and the Ezie Ukoha Paramount ruler of ancient Ebem Kingdom in Ohafia, which is in Ohafia local government area. I'm 87 years. April this year, 12th April, I'll be 88 years by His grace. And I've been on this throne for 33 years. In June this year, I'll be 34 years on this throne. So when I speak with the experience and authority that I have garnered on this throne. And during these 87 years on earth. First of all, I want to express my wish and my prayer to not only my subjects, but to all humanity. Today we are celebrating a new year, and we call it a new year. I plead with my fellow human beings to become new. We must become new. In becoming new, we must remember at all times to try and do the will of the Almighty Father. And our newness as persons should show in our words, thoughts, and actions. And a few days ago, the Almighty Father renewed this creation by sending His love incarnate once more to man, and with the injunction, love thy neighbor as thyself. So as I wish every human being listening to me a happy new year, I want to plead with everybody to keep to the injunction, love thy neighbor as thyself. If the year becomes new and the man does not become new, the year will not be happy. It will not be a happy year. But that is not what I wish us. I wish us a very exceedingly happy new year. And to achieve that, we human beings must also be new. So let us become new. So to everybody I say, happy new you to a happy in a happy new year. Coming back to, but there's something I want to say before I forget. We have one very, very dear friend to Ebem Ohafia and to Ohafia. And he's a distinguished senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He was one time a governor of Abia State in the person of a distinguished senator, Dr. Chief Kalu. Senator Kalu, when he has been the friend and the brother to Ebem Ohafia. I would say that he knew Ohafia through Ebem, and he did a lot of things for us. Ukoha Kalu is a name that nobody in Ebem would ever forget. He met us at our point of need, and unlike other governors, he didn't try to pass buck and allow it to happen. He faced it headlong and solved the problem. For some time now, I've been thinking aloud among our people, what has happened with the relationship between us and OUK? He seemed to have forgotten Ebem, and I was complaining. And I sent one of my children and said, remind him that Ebem is still in existence. He laughed and said, we've not treated him well. I said, no, we need to see him. But recently, there was a problem in one of our primary schools, Ebem Primary School. The first primary school, one of the first primary schools in Ohafia. I went there to try to see how the problem could be solved. They won the third place nationally among primary schools. And the federal government loaded them with computers, solar equipment, and so on. We are looking for a hall to place those things. So I went there. On getting there, I saw one beautiful, imposing classroom block, new. And I looked at it, I saw it was built by OUK, no one else, Senator Ukoha Kalu. Recently, he sent people, they built that for Ebem Ohafia without telling the Paramount ruler of Ebem Ohafia. And I was there thinking aloud that he had forgotten us. So I want to use also this forum to congratulate him and tell him that he will continue to be our brother and friend. Ebem Ohafia will never forget him. He knew Ohafia through Ebem Ohafia. He should not forget us also. We cannot thank him enough. If we do not thank him enough, the Almighty Father will thank him and bless him. Because his middle name should be love. He goes on solving problems, he's not counting, is it my brother or not my sister or what? Wherever he sees a problem, he can help out with, he helps out. And we deeply appreciate. Coming back to my domain. Well, life is not a bed of roses. Life has its ups and downs, and we are part of the world. So we always experience these ups and downs of life, and it makes us always alert. But many times we feel that we are not well treated by the government. Why do I say this? In Ohafia, we have a system that is as old as Ohafia. We believe that we have to help ourselves. We believe in self-help. And so we have the 8th grade system. Most of the things, if not everything you see in Ohafia, not only in Ebem here, they are built, all the structures, by 8th grades. But we expect the government to do their own bit. The cardinal role of governance is the welfare of the people. Provide for the people. During election campaign, you don't need to come and campaign. Your work will campaign for you. Ohafia, okay, Ebem Ohafia is the headquarters of Ohafia local government. And Ohafia is the headquarters of Abia North. We have suffered, apart from Senator Ukoha Kalu, who did so much for Ohafia. We suffered under the other governor. Now we have a listening governor in the person of Dr. Ales Chioma. And he has come to put smile on the faces of people, pensioners, build road structures, recover Port Harcourt Road, and so many things that he's doing quietly. Recently, I heard about a plan to have an airport in Abia. That would be great because it's long overdue. Long overdue, for more than 30 years. When Naono was there, he never thought of that, and so on. Now a governor has come, he's thinking of that. But Ohafia, and Ebem in particular, should also experience it. We don't seem to experience it. Yes, the road from Ohafia, Uzuakole, Abreba, and Ohafia have been given out contract, and they are working on it. We are feeling that, and we thank the governor for that. That of Arochukwu to Ohafia, or Ohafia to Arochukwu, We know it's a federal road, and it was contracted out more than 4 years ago. So also with the one from Ebem here, roundabout there to Ohafia, it's only 44 kilometers. It was contracted out 4 years ago. Before it was contracted out, we knew that certain spots, especially the two bridges there, the Onuduma Bridge, which people call More. More is a spring that goes into Onuduma. The bridge is Onuduma. Was in a very bad shape. And then the Igu was constructed on that, during the colonial masters' days. Very narrow bridge without any bounds. And we worried about them. But when the road was, we were told that the roads have been contracted, we were very happy. And a contracting firm that looked a bit serious came immediately and working seriously. They widened the road beyond what they needed. And then, in doing so, they created some problems on the spots of the road. One spot is the place we call Ukoha. It's near More and near Onuduma. Because the widening, which was abandoned, it became a death trap. In the rainy season, during the rainy season last year, around August, September, it was a death trap. The government's attention was drawn to it. The government may not know the importance of this road. You may be surprised that people going to Cameroon, they use this road. Get to Ebem, get to Asaga, get to cross the river and head to. This road is a trunk air road. And then during the rainy season when we discovered this problem, everybody in Nigeria knew about it. So the Ebem people are not happy. Our youths are not happy. Nobody in Ebem, nobody in Ohafia is happy that spot. What does it cost to fix this whole road? 44 kilometers only from here to Ohafia. And you will close your eyes and drive and enjoy your driving as it is done elsewhere. So I thank the governor and the government for the much they have done. We have in the personnel section, we have our people in government. Ohafia has our people in government, but we should feel the impact. Ohafia is the headquarters of Abia North. We should feel the impact. Ebem Ohafia in particular is it's a township that is growing faster than any other one. We should experience the goodness of the governor. We don't seem to be experiencing it now. I'm known for speaking my mind. I'm not attacking anybody, but I'm pleading at what is being done elsewhere should also be done not only in Ohafia, but in Ebem. We are the host community. As the paramount ruler of this host community, I should, many things about us, our welfare should be considered. So I'm very, very hopeful, very optimistic that 2025 may be better than 2024. I know the present regime cannot solve. They met, if you know the mess they met here, the field they met here, I was afraid that Alex Chomoti may be scared by what he will see. But I'm so happy that he's a courageous man. Only such a courageous man can face the field, the mess that he met in Abia State. And I'm happy that he's facing them squarely. But I'm saying that Ohafia, and Ebem Ohafia in particular, should be part of the joy that he's putting on all the faces. As it stands now, we are not experiencing that joy. During his campaign, he came here twice, and I assured him. I also spoke to his wife. I thought that now that they have done 1 year, they are in their 2nd year. Ebem should feel it. Ohafia should feel it positively. Thank you very much for reminding me about that. You know, I have always said that if a president of Nigeria is elected and his only achievement is to give Nigeria reliable and serviceable electricity power, if he does not do any other thing, he will not be forgotten in Nigeria. Power is the source of everything. And we're living in a digital age where if you go to other countries, you find that power is taken for granted. But it's a shame that for decades, Nigeria has not been able to fix that power problem. And coming back home, we talk of 5 years. We're in the 6th year of darkness in Ohafia. When it started, without offering us light, we were forced to pay, and we were paying on estimated bills. Estimated bills. When in those days you have your supply, you have the monthly, they come and take your what you have used and bill you on that. At the starting point, that stopped, and we're paying. Maybe they flash the light once in a month, and they ask you to pay huge sums of money, and we will do. But beyond that, the light went. And when this regime came, they seriously addressed it. And they discovered that one of our problems was that of vandalization. And we, Ohafia people, are no cowards. Ohafia people are no beggars. We are not a lazy people. As the government was trying to help us, we tried to help ourselves. And we went in to look for those who were responsible for this vandalization. And I'm happily saying that recently, we got 9 hefty people. Some of them connected with NEPA. You come and the government will plunge thousands, take them to those places. In infrastructure, give us roads. We have very well built up areas, but they are not accessible. Secondly, if you want the people to progress, give them education. A lot is already being done in that regard, and we are feeling that. But we always want to ask for more. Attention are being paid to our teachers. This is an area that many governments don't think of. Teachers. Without good teachers, there will be no schools. But I'm so happy that the government is already focusing so much on updating the teachers, telling them that we are living in a digital age and they have to be digital. I saw even some of them have been given phones and so many things. Their schools have been visited and so many things are happening in the school positively. But we want that to be continued, to be sustained. Both in the primary schools and the secondary schools. If you want to destroy a society, deprive them of education. But our governor is education friendly. So we want him to do more for us in that. And you know that health is wealth. In the area of health delivery, yes, they are doing a lot to upgrade our maternities and health centers. But Ohafia does not have a hospital. They will say I'm telling lies, but the one we have, the general hospital we have, once I visited there and the doctor took me to heart, he told me that they cannot even cure malaria here. I'm quoting the doctor. That was 2 years ago. So that is why I said Ohafia has no hospital. We need to have a teaching hospital in Ohafia to save Abia North. A teaching hospital. In fact, I spoke with our representatives in the House of Reps, and I asked him, why can't we have a federal medical center in Ohafia? Why? Why can't we have a federal medical center in Ohafia? If we have health facilities there, it cannot be too much. The population in Ohafia alone is too much. The population in Koro is so much. Abreba we are all growing in population. We need health facilities. If the federal government gives us a federal medical center here, we will say thank you. If the state government extend the facilities of the teaching hospital to Ohafia, oh, we will be overjoyed. During campaign, they don't need to come here again. Their works will speak for them and will campaign for them. And one piece of advice to our governor, our dear governor, with due respect, we love you. We appreciate the work you are doing for us. We want you to do more. I want to ask you of one favor. Learn to consult. We are practicing the presidential system. In the US, which you know very well, no lawmaker, no governor, no president can last without consulting. You are doing great. It looks to me that if you learn to consult more, you will achieve more. You need to meet with traditional rulers. They are the people at the grassroots. Previous governors from time to time never failed to meet with traditional rulers. Listen to them. You will not regret meeting with them. Once in a quarter is not asking too much. There may be other groups too. There are some still living founding fathers. I'm sure you are consulting with them, but I don't think you've been consulting with the traditional rulers. I happen to be one of them, and I know that we have met with you only once in close to 2 years. It's not in our collective interest. The more you meet with us, the more you know the nitty-gritties of the requests and the needs of our people. In this new year, I wish you all the strength you need. I wish you all the guidance from above that you need. And I pray that all this may be garnished with good health for you and your families, so that you have inner peace of mind and think about the welfare of those of us you govern. And when you go to Matthew 5:16, where the Lord said, "Let your light so shine among men, so shine among men, that they may see your good works and glorify the name of your Father who is in heaven." Always remember this. Your light is already shining, but let it so shine that all of us will see it. All the areas of Abia State will see it and feel it positively. and you will not need to campaign again. Once more, I wish all our people, all human beings, a prosperous, fulfilling, and rewarding 2025. But it is man that has to change. The year has been changed, renewed. Man must renew himself, must change. Every day we say we want change, we want change. But we don't have change because man has not changed. It is man that has to change. Any man, any day man changes, we will see the change we need. And may it come sooner than later. Amen. You're always reminding me, that's why you are my son. You always remind me of those things I tend to forget. Everybody in Ohafia and beyond know that when Ebem confers an honor on you, it has value. My predecessor in office, His Royal Highness, late Ezie Ukoha, he did not give more than 5 honors to people throughout his is to give value to that honor. And people know that when Ebem honors you, it has value. You don't bastardize and mess up anything. What our people do is, they say somebody, you give somebody a chieftaincy title in appreciation of what he or she has done. And then you begin to, I like to use that word, bastardize it by making it, you begin to see, you give to an actor, an action person, and then you come and give to a riffraff who is lawless. Riffraff, not in the sense that I'm looking down on anybody, no. Even where I work, you know that I appreciate the messenger, the cleaner, everybody. We are all human beings. I mean, those who do not strive to do the will of the Almighty Father, they are negative human beings. They are not good citizens, and because they bring loads of naira or dollar to you, you give them a name that they don't deserve. It doesn't happen in Ebem. We allow all communities, they bastardize honor they give to people, and also, but anybody who sits on these two will behave the same. Well, since I came, I have given many. I have given more than my predecessor in office. But in Igbo language, anya piaka, manasi only female Ebem. It's not bring money to Ezie Ukoha. No. It's not come and build this or that for me. No. Come and do something to Ebem, in Ebem, which I will show to Ebem and say, this person was responsible for this. You saw our friend, Chief Timipri Silva, all the way from Bayelsa State. We had been friends since he was the governor, when he was the governor of Bayelsa State. That friendship has not broken. And we were just casually joking at Abuja, and he said, he learned we don't have water. I said, yes. And when somebody visits us, we will first give drinks, wine, and the costliest wine, that water. After that joke, he said, can I come and help with just 2 boreholes? Selflessly, all the way from Bayelsa, came here and sunk 2 beautiful boreholes. They are servicing. And Ebem could not delay that. We honored him and his wife. Look at Barrister Ukoha of Amik. In fact, before I come to Barrister Ukoha, Ifeanyi Uchendu, the former deputy speaker, was the first person who discovered that Ebem does not have water. He came to me here Eze, I want to begin to solve this problem. Where do we begin? I said, okay, let's go and begin from Mbaga. I didn't say come and think one for me here, or do this or that. Let's go to Mbaga. He dug the first borehole at Mbaga. It's still servicing right now with pure water. Following his footsteps, while I was at holiday in the US, a phone call came through. It was Barrister Kunoja. He said he wants to help in solving Ebem water problem. I told them, I called the necessary people, my assistant. They took him to Ezuku. He sank the borehole in Ezuku. He's still working now. So, and we did not delay honoring him. Then, once, because in a year, twice in the year, we come together at Abom Square to talk about how to push Ebem forward. During my talk, I challenged Ebem indigenes. I said, the two boreholes you have in Ebem were sunk by outsiders, mainly from Amek. You don't feel ashamed. After that, one Dr. Kale from Ohafia came Nicodemously to me. That's how he does his thing. Came and said, what you said touched me. Where do I think about her? Before now, very long ago, someone sunk one at Ekologo. But the water is as red as it's just this color. You can't use it in doing anything. So I told him Ekologo needs borehole. We called the same people. They came and did the soil survey and got to where they will get pure water. And Dr. Kale sank a borehole for Ebem Ohafia. It's working now. So, for such people, we don't delay honoring them. But there are so many people. Street lights, building of classroom blocks. In fact, we owe UK a very befitting chieftaincy. He has done more than many of these people for us. He was the person who restored peace in Ebem. In 1991, he was the one who restored peace in Ebem. And we owe him an honor, a befitting one, not a quick honor. So that is why it's not when there are people who come here with bags of money. I want a chieftaincy title from you. Obo in Ebem is not done that way. It's not done that way. Come and ask me about project you will prosecute in Ebem. I'll show it to Ebem. They will tell me this man or woman deserves. There are some who have done so much for us. The former Vice Chancellor of Uniport is a Professor Emeritus. He's still working there, Professor Jenka. He did so much during the turbulent days here at Ebem. Even established a newspaper for us, run by Ebem people, sponsored, financed by Victor, just to know, to talk to our people, to know that peace is better than distrust. We've honored him and his wife, but we are owing so many people, and we will honor them. Yes, you asked about Afuku. I was coronated Ezie Ukoha on the 8th of June, 1991. But because there was no peace, I could not be presented to the government for recognition. Even when our constitution says the Ezie Ukoha of Ebem must be recognized by government. It was just this OUK who solved the problem. And so, between 1991 and 2002, I was not recognized by the government. It was in May 2002 that the autonomous community was created, and I was recognized by government under OUK. And the Ebem was created and recognized, and my brother, who is late now, was the... So you can now count from 2002 to now. How many years? From 1991 to now, how many years? So I speak with experience, and I want to say that my colleagues appreciate my person and my humble contributions. My relationship with all the traditional rulers in Ohafia local government is 100% plus cordial. My relationship with Ohafia traditional rulers, all of them, is more than 120% cordial. And you would like to know that I am the current chairman of Ohafia Traditional Rulers Council. In fact, I'm on my 3rd year and final year, because it's a 3-year tenure. At the end of this year, 2025, I will hand over to someone else. There was something else you asked. Was it Afuku? The whole of Ohafia, and especially Ebem, we depend on self-help to survive. And we depend on our age grades. In Ebem, you get to an age, you find yourself among your mates. Apart, even in those days when they were not keeping dates of birth, now we know, we knew with whom you went to school, classmates, the likes. And there were things like Ebanono, Akang, and the rest of them that helped us to know who were our age mates. And we harness this. You get to a point, you must belong to an age grade. You get to a point when we see between 50 and 55, we give the age grade a name and give them tasks. Before we give them a name, we give them a task. Building of roads, building of schools, all our schools. Go to Ohafia High School. You know the history of Ohafia High School. Where the federal government college is now was the Ohafia High School. And when the federal government came and said they needed to give Abia a second federal government college, we showed them virgin lands all over the state. Showed them other schools. They said no, it must be this. So we pulled our students from there, took them to the army barracks temporarily, and then found another site. In fact, the Abia state government gave them a certificate of education, being the most education friendly in the state, about 10 years ago. So when these 8th grades finish their tasks, we give them a name. After some years, they approach us again, we give them another task that will qualify them to retire. And that will be between 60, around 60. You want to make it in such a way that you do your last task while you are still working. While you are retiring from work, you are retiring from active work, also from the community. This is not done every year. In Ohafia, you will see majority of the villages in Ohafia had their Ebo Tomo and Eguafa and so many other things this year. Ebem was not ready for it. We don't want to do our outing when people will point out certain flaws, especially in things that we should have known. We want to be a bit complete in what we are doing before we come to the arena. So this year, 2025, an 8th grade will be given a name. It will surprise you, you'll be happy to hear that the task we gave to them to build principal's quarters, modern principal's quarters in Ohafia High School, with boys' quarters. It's not, if you go there, you'll be proud about the structure they are putting on. They will be given a name towards the end of this year. Another 8th grade, they are senior, that has built our palace, the palace of the people. This is my residence. It's not the palace. We have the palace as the Ebem people wanted, built by an 8th grade, demolished by the people when they were mad, and is being rebuilt by another 8th grade, and modernized by another 8th grade. Okay. The other people are Opankuma 3. These people are okay. The 2 8th grades will have their carnival in December here. And we always, because such things attract people, and we're always conscious of when you're inviting people, if you're doing something, you don't consider yourself, you consider your target audience. How convenient will it be for them? Now that we are going to have 2 8th grades performing, which will attract many people, we want to also latch on that and honor many people who we are still owing some honor. And in doing this, it does not mean that the Ezie does this himself. We have effective union, Ebem Ohafia Development Union. I must not fail to mention that our people have been very thoughtful. This union has been very helpful. They are our executive arm. In fact, without the union, there would be no Ebem today. So the king does this with the union, the youths, and more especially with the women. If you know the history of Ebem, you know that we always say it was founded by a woman. Not that she was not married, but she was the first person to step foot. And the husband started looking for her, then came to her, pleaded that they should go back. No, she said no, this place is good. And the husband saw with her, brought back all her children and that was how Ebem started. So we don't joke with our women, and our women are working very hard to help themselves. They've been helped to build a skills acquisition center so that our children don't go roaming about taking cocaine and the rest of them, and the rest of them, and talking to themselves and behaving like mad people. And some of them end up becoming mad, insane. So we are trying to help ourselves. We are not a lazy people. We are not beggars. But we want this to be recognized. They say that heaven helps those that help themselves. We are helping ourselves maximally, and heaven should help us through the government. Where there is no peace, there will be no development. In many of my write-ups, I always say, rancor is not celebrated. I've never seen where people celebrate rancor. I've not seen where people celebrate jealousy. No. Peace and love is what builds up a nation. And that is why at the beginning I said, we must change. It's when the Almighty Father, according to the Bible, finished his creation, he pronounced this place beautiful and gave it to man. And today it's man that said, oh, this place is not good. There is no light. There is light everywhere in the world. Why should there not be light in Nigeria? For donkey years. Government come, government go. No light. Even in Abuja, you don't have light 24 hours. Nigerian rulers in Nigeria should be ashamed of that. If you become a president and the only achievement you record is dependable source of power, public power, you've done it all. Every other thing will take its course. So my plea to our people is, let there be peace. Let us learn to forgive. Let us learn to love our neighbor as ourselves. And you will see the change will come. If man changes, the change will come. And I want to thank you very much. This is the first outing with the media for me. And it is on the first day of the year, the first day of the month. I'm highly grateful for you. May you remain blessed as always, today and every day. Amen. Ọ dịghị ife mmadụ emesa ma ọ ruo udo adịghị. Anyị ga-aṅụ ịrụta ire aṅụ. Ma ị nọgụ na-agbaghara, anyị ga-agbaghara gị. Mgbe anyị ekpe ekpere nke onye nwe anyị asị, gbaghara anyị mmehie anyị, nna anyị gbaghara ndị ọdọ. Ọ ịbịa leta omume anyị ga-agbaghara. Ife onye omem, ọ ya afọ onwe enyi m olu mgbe dum ya ọsị gị, imere ine akwa ya ọsị, I will teach you a lesson. Yes, we are all here to learn lessons from our fellow human beings. But ibu udo adịghị, mmepe anaghị adị. Ụmụ Ebem, ụmụ Ife, unu gbaghara taa. Ọ dị ndị mmehiele, ọ gbaghara m. Anụ agba ya nlụkwu ụzọ. Ọ dị ndị renụọ mehie m, abụ m were agbaghara. Agbaghara ha le mma ndị ya ka emehie m n'echi. Ihe amale m sị, mama agbaghara gị, anaghị agbaghara m. Radị ọtụga m ụmụ Ebem, ụmụ Ohafia. Ụmụ Ohafia in particular, anyị mechie ịgbata egbe ọnụ. Anyị resakwasị anyị wụ Mben. Mben anaghị agbata egbe ọnụ. Mben na-asị onye ayala nwanne ya. Mgbe anyị na-eje ma tertiary institution, even in the universities, ọfụ ndị Ohafia na anyị dị na-eme wamosi n'olu mụkwa ha anyị dum. Otu anyị ga-amasị anyị zabakwara in different communities. Mgbe ha na-emezida karịa ugbu a. Anyị emezitagaghị ike, anyị afụtagaghị anya. Ama anyị emeghaghị fụtapụ anya, ife anyị ga-eme adịziri anyị. Unu resakwa. Mgbe ndị Ife mara asị, unu emekọtago olu, wabịa chọrọ unu okwu. Ọ chọrọ unu okwu, wee meri unu. Ọwụ unu mekọta olu, ma mba akaba na unu ukwu, wani ga-achọ unu okwu. Ọ ya sị ndọ dị ukwu, ọ metụ mma zọgbuewa. Nnọrị ndị Ohafia na-eme ichin. Anyị ga-achọ okwu. Ndị ebe m abụ ya sị, ebe m awụgo ndị ụka. Mba achọ anyị okwu, anyị agbagharawa. Ana m achọ ha mfụ ya gị mgbaghara ọhụ. Na mfụ ya Ohafia. Ịkasị ndị chi n'anya, o kwesị ọla. Igwepụsị obi anya aka ife ebe anyị ndị ọdụ, ọgwụgwọ ka ife ebe anyị n'onwe anyị. Ha wụrụ ya ife anyị ji gbanwee onwe anyị aha nwa. Ha anyị gbekwata na onwe m aka. Ha anyị kapụa. Ndị ọdụ, mgbe ọhụ eresara ndị ọdụ emerewe ife, ọ ya nwee na ha emekọ nke gị. Ọwụ ife dum ọnwa anyị ga-adị eme ma udo adịghị. So ha anyị gbekwa emeta. Anyị emeta tụle anya fụlụ uru ya. Udocha Ebem, udocha Ohafia, udocha Abia State, udocha Nigeria, udocha ụwa dum. Nnọọ ndị Ife na-anụ ụdọ ọhụ wa na-ekele onye nwanyị. Ị na-ekelekwala onye nwanyị, ọ na-emetụziri anyị. Ghana.